Hey guys, welcome back. The slop situation is insane. For those of you who don't know what slop is, slop was invented in 1972. Slop. The guilty pleasure of many, including myself. I feel like slop is more common than it's ever been. And why shouldn't it be, you know? Shit's lucrative, and as an enjoyer of dosh myself, I can totally understand the act of throwing away all your personality and uniqueness in order to make bank. It just irks me how common the slop channels have become. It's such an issue that there are now entire channels dedicated to summarizing commentary videos and situations into their cliff notes, since these videos are incentivized by the algorithm to be as long as possible. Now, to be clear, when I refer to slop, I refer specifically to commentary drama videos. You know, the ones Critical used to make before he gave up on drama, the average Pyro Live video, or the 40-minute ramblings of an Oompaville video. I categorize slop into two categories, A and B. I define Class A slop as when a YouTuber's main channel doesn't work as an appropriate way to sustain them, and thus a second lower effort channel must be created. You know, think of the aforementioned Pyro Meat Canyon. You know, this is nothing new, you know, channels have gone into many different directions, you know, like the different style of commentary channels where it's like, hey, this is like weird thing I saw on TikTok, let me ramble about it for like 20 minutes. Or, you know, like a lot of YouTubers go into like live streaming, you know. But type A slop is, you know, when they branch out into drama videos, and, you know, this slop variation it's tolerable. Most of the creators have good screen presence built from, you know, their prior work. They're actually funny with an ability to differentiate themselves from the crowd, and they make perfectly good background noise for my walks, train rides, and 5-hour play sessions of Satisfactory. But it is Class B slop that I cannot stand. These drama videos is all that they make, and it is rough. There is no Darkwood video at the end of the tunnel here. It is just slop. The things that make Class A tolerable are completely absent. These people all sound the exact same, and they all act the exact same. I don't know how to describe it, you can always just tell. And there's a very good reason for this. They're all Leafy clones. Now, I can't claim to be too familiar with Leafy, as I was too busy watching Yu-Gi-Oh! AMVs during its reign of terror, but I get the general idea. Gameplay background footage, negative low energy tone, calling stuff cringe that honestly not that bad. But a recent innovation on the formula is the invention of sitting on the fence so hard that the picket ruptures your colon. Leafy was a controversial figure and people want to stay out of hot water. I can respect that, but when you don't take a side you encounter a problem. None of these videos have anything of worth, they just summarize the situation, pad out the runtime for as long as they must by reading tweets, and then either take the side that everybody is taking, if there's a common consensus, or, if there isn't any, they just round out the video saying, wow, this situation sure is crazy. What's the point? Once you've seen one video on the subject, you've seen all, because it's just the same set of information summarized while being interspersed with random tweets and gelatinous blob 47 going, damn, that's crazy. And even worse is the milking. Class B sloppers are much more likely to make 7 full-length videos on the same piece of drama. I'm sure you all saw the Mr. Beast drama was milk dry. I mean, if you're gonna watch all those long-winded and stretched out videos, you just watch the Dogpack videos they're all stealing from in the first place. But first I must share the singularity point of Class B slop, a channel that has optimized slop production and padding down to a T. He is awesome. This Wilbur soot-looking motherfucker is a channel that seems to be created by an algorithm to churn out slop as efficiently as possible. All the same thumbnails? Check. Incredibly vague titles? Check. Gameplay in the background? Check. Ice cold takes? Check. Any sense of individuality and personality? Not a trace. But that's just the standard fare for these guys. The way that this guy is slopping is in a way never before imagined by our top slopologist. Whenever he hits a sub goal, he eats the most liked comment on the video at the start of the next video. This is honestly a genius move in so many ways, single-handedly responsible for his growth over the last year or so. Let me explain. The most critical part of the Penguin Man's plot is that the sub goals are relatively small. He celebrates 1 every 1,000 subscribers, which for a channel of his size should be happening pretty often. Then the promise of eating floods the comments with funny guys trying to get this guy to eat lead, which not only boosts engagement but also has the benefit of drowning out criticism if anyone may have it. And finally, since people must sub to reach the goal, people are encouraged to subscribe. Then when he inevitably hits the incredibly easy goal that he set for himself, he gets to pad out the start of the next video with 2 to 3 minutes of him eating shit,
meaning he doesn't have to drag out whatever drama he's talking about as much. It's honestly scary how efficient this guy is. Almost as scary as how generic he is. Small addendum to that last part. It appears that he has started a quest to read 100k on a brainrot content mill just to prove how easy it is. And good for him, it sounds pretty interesting. I'm sure he has a lot of experience considering his main channel is already a content farm. I kid. I mean, kinda. So what is this video meant to be anyway? Old man yells at cloud? I'm very young, I'll have you know. But really the real question isn't why slop exists. That's obvious. But it's why Class B slop persists. I mean, at this point the market is extremely oversaturated and none of these people stand out from each other. And you know, it really makes you wonder, if these people have such large audiences, why don't they just transition into Class A sloppers? With their huge audience, they could continue to slop but make big passion project event videos every couple months or so. Well, call me mean-spirited, but it's because they don't have any actual skill or personality to capitalize on for a passion project. They've sanded away any personality they had to be a mediocre replica of a long-disgraced celebrity, and the only skills that get sharpened making slop is your yapping skills. Most of these videos have an editor for their boring-ass videos, so they're not even learning how to edit, not that the videos are even edited that much. Through my rambling, I hope you can understand my ever-growing disdain for the slop situation. Which is insane, by the way. Social media has long been built around the idea that people react harder to negativity than positivity. You know, these people know it. And I think we all deserve a bit more positivity in our lives. So ditch the slop and watch some actually good content that's funny or had some effort put into it. And if you're a Type B slopper, please, transition to Type A. Otherwise, your content is just indefensible garbage. Well, that's it. I know it was a bit harsh here, but I would have been a hypocrite if I would have fenced it. Please like and subscribe to boost this video. As a little guy, it really helps. The next video will probably be a bit more lighthearted. Cheers.